Hello, Abnormal Investigations. I have another encounter for you guys today. This one is coming out of Montana, and it's a few of their most famous cryptids, if you will, in their state. So I think you're really going to enjoy this one. The Shunkawaruk in Montana, enigmatic wolf hyena. So already, they have this creature down there of the Shunkawaruk, and this one here, I must admit, really caught my attention. I thought it was really interesting. It's supposed to be like covered in dark fur. It emits a haunting human like cries and sometimes can even sound like, a baby crying. So we've heard that before also. The legend of the Shunkawaruk, it took a fascinating turn in 1886 when a rancher named Israel Ammon Hutchins. He encountered a strange creature on his property. Hutchins shot and killed the beast, and its carcass was later transformed into a taxidermy mount that became known as the Ringdocus. This particular specimen, with its wolf-like appearance and unusual proportions, has been a subject of intense debate among cryptozoologists and skeptics alike. In 2007, the Ringdocus resurfaced after decades of obscurity, reigniting interest in the Shunkawaruk legend. The mountain, now housed in Montana Museum, has undergone scrutiny from various experts, each attempting to unravel the mystery of its true identity. Some dismiss it as a misidentified wolf, a dog, or even a clever hoax, while others speculate that it could be evidence of a prehistoric survivor such as the Borophaneage or the American hyena. Despite the ongoing debates, one thing remains clear. The Ringdocus is one of the legends of the Shunkawaruk, and to captivate those who seek to unravel the mysteries of Montana's wilderness. As a researcher, I cannot help but wonder if DNA testing and the Ridgedoccus might provide some much needed answers, but for now, the enigma of the wolf hyena hybrid remains unsolved. Montana does have vast amounts of areas to house undiscovered cryptids, creatures, or animals. Flessie is another one of Montana that a lot of people talk about. Flessie, from the dense forests, we turn our attention to the sparkling waters of the Flathead Lake, the largest freshwater lake west of the Mississippi. Here, another cryptid has been making waves for over a century. Flessie, the Flathead Lake Monster. The first recorded sighting of this elusive creature dates back to 1889, when Captain James C. Kerr and his crew aboard the steamboat U.S. Grant claimed to have seen a massive serpentine creature swimming in the lakes. And just for reference, here in Oklahoma, at our open seaport we have, it is also called the Kerr Navigational. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Over the years, numerous eyewitnesses' accounts have surfaced, each describing Flessie as a long, ill-shaped entity with dark skin and piercing steel black eyes. The year 1993 marked a particularly active period for Flessie sightings, with an astonishing 13 reports filed by locals and visitors alike. These accounts paint a picture of a creature that is mysterious and captivating. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Flessie legends is the notion that the creature might possess a benevolent nature. A story that has captured the hearts of many involves a young boy who claims to have been saved from drowning by a mysterious monster in the lake. Could this be evidence of Flessie's genocide or merely a child's imagination, interpretation of a near death experience? Skeptics, of course, offer alternative explanations for Flessie sightings, ranging from misidentifications of large fish like sturgeon to optical illusions caused by the interplay of light, water, and the human mind. However, the impact of this cryptid on local culture and tourism is undeniable. Flessie has become a beloved figure in the Montana folklore, inspiring artwork, festivals, and even a line of gourmet sodas. I might have to try one of them sodas. I didn't know that. We'll have to see if we can get a hold of one of them. Or if anybody out there has tried one, let me know if they're good. As a researcher, I find myself drawn to the mystery of Flessie and the enduring allure of lake monsters worldwide. While concrete evidence may be elusive, the stories of the legends surrounding these creatures serve as a testament to the human fascination with the unknown and our deep-seated desire to believe in something extraordinary lurking beneath the surface. Here in Oklahoma, we also have a similar story. They say that there is either, and the stories kind of conflict each other, a large octopus or a large squid that lives in our lakes that they believe are responsible for drownings. So we'll talk about that in the Oklahoma one that will be done. And of course, guys, we couldn't do Montana, of course, without Bigfoot, right? We have to have Bigfoot in this one. Bigfoot, the elusive ape man of the Montana forest. No exploration of Montana's cryptids would be complete without delving into the legend of Bigfoot, the elusive ape man said to roam the state's vast wilderness. Montana constantly ranks among the top states for Bigfoot sightings, with reports from remote areas and national forests throughout the region. One of the most notable Bigfoot encounters in Montana occurred in 1993 when three backpackers in the Gallatin National Forest reported seeing a large dark figure moving swiftly through the dense underbrush. The witness described the creature as having a human-like form, but with an ape-like gait, disappearing into the forest as quickly as it appeared. Similar reports have emerged from the Bitterroot Mountains, the Bob Marshall Wilderness, and the Lolo National Forest, each adding to a growing body of evidence surrounding Bigfoot's presence in Montana. While physical evidence of Bigfoot remains elusive, researchers and enthusiasts continue to investigate the phenomenon, collecting and analyzing eyewitness accounts, strange vocalizations, and large humanoid footprints found in remote areas. The search for conclusive proof of Bigfoot exists has become passionate, a pursuit for many driven by the tantalizing possibility that an undiscovered species of primate may be lurking in the shadows of Montana's forests. As a researcher, I approach the Bigfoot phenomenon with a mix of open-mindedness and healthy skepticism. While the sheer volume of sightings and anecdotal evidence is compelling, the lack of definitive physical proof leaves room for doubt. However, the enduring fascination with Bigfoot and the ongoing efforts to unravel this mystery serve as a testament to the power of the legend of the human desire to explore the unknown. I know they're out there, and I know that, like what Scott Carpenter just talked about, on our live, that they had a professional sketch artist come in, spoke to witnesses, and to the belief of most people, these things were more human looking than what people wanted to admit. I think, adds just another proof that what Scott Carpenter said about the DNA, being from the mother and unknown father, I think it's just another piece of the puzzle, actually, that fits to me and makes sense. And then the last one that is also known in Montana, these are the most seen and encountered in the state of Montana. The terrifying legend of the Native American lore, the Wendigo. Believe it or not, Montana has one of the highest Wendigo encounters in the states. Delving deeper into the realm of Montana's cryptids, we encounter the Wendigo, a terrifying creature born from the folklore of various Native American tribes, including those of the Plains and the Great Lake regions. The Wendigo is often described as a tall, gaunt humanoid being with a deer skull for a head and its insatiable hunger for human flesh. One thing I want to make note here, guys, it is argued that it did not have horns. Some tribes say that that was later made up, and then some people believe that they do have horns. So just a little footnote there for you guys if you're looking into this. According to legend, humans who resort in cannibalism in times of desperation or greed are at risk to becoming Wendigos themselves. This transformation is said to be both physical and spiritual, with the afflicted individual taking on the grotesque appearance of the unrelenting hunger of the Wendigo. The legend serves as a powerful cautionary tale warning against the dangers of consuming human flesh and corrupting influence and greed. While the Wendigo is more commonly associated with the forests of Minnesota and Canada, there have been a lot of sightings in the Montana wilderness areas. Some stories have suggested that the Wendigos presence can be felt as unsettling, malevolent force in the woods, making those who venture deep into the forest feel watched or uneasy. Now, how many people out there have felt watched or uneasy? I get that a lot when we go out on boots on the ground. Not every time, but sometimes it is very heavy and very thick. As a researcher, I find the Wendigo legend to be a fascinating example of how folklore can serve as a moral compass, guiding human behavior and reinforcing cultural taboos. The story of the Wendigo, with the themes of cannibalism, greed, and transformation, speaks to the darker aspects of human nature and the consequences of staying from the path of righteousness. Could this be why many Montana people that go missing are never found? That they are consumed by these creatures? It makes you wonder sometimes when people aren't found, what really does happen to them? Where do they go? Are they consumed by these creatures? And are Wendigos the only cannibalistic cryptids out there? I would say no. I believe they're all, related. And I believe that if the Wendigo is out there eating people, then it wouldn't be, too far to reach to say that the other ones are also eating. We know Bigfoot and the Bigfoot war here in Oklahoma, and other, stories from Native Americans say that Bigfoot stole their women, ate their children. They would also eat the women and the men, but notably they would eat the children more often and then steal the women. So that's pretty scary to think that something in the woods could actually get you, take you, and then consume you. What are your all's thoughts on this? Thank you, Montana, for letting us stop by and take a look at some of the cryptids in your state. And as we move on, guys, there'll be new ones in the next. So I hope you're enjoying this state by state. And as always, keep your head on a swivel. Don't be something's dinner, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you for listening, guys.